All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Coldwell Banker uh, George. Happy holidays to everybody. It's actually looking and feeling like Christmas now, huh? So that's a good thing. I'm actually a little saddened today because today is our last Monday meeting of the year. We won't resume until January 8th. So
Yeah.
for a lot of you, or hopefully not, but this might be the last interaction or communication we have. So that being said, on behalf of my family, to all of everybody with us today, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and hope everybody has a prosperous and healthy 2024. Okay. So today's affiliate spotlight is Top Escrow. For those of you who are not familiar with Top Escrow, they occupy a corner section of our first floor here in Alhambra. Okay. They also have a very good program for listing agents to help you with your marketing. Okay. So if you have a listing, or are you going to be you're going to be getting a listing and you're going to be doing a presentation, contact them first because they can help you with both your presentation so that you can beat your competition and win that listing, and also for all your marketing during your listing. Okay. So without further ado, Ann, do you want to introduce Linda or just go straight to Linda?
Sure. Hi, everyone. It's almost the end of the year. Hope everyone's getting ready for the holidays. But I really wanted to introduce everyone to Linda Chang. She's actually our Senior Escrow Officer Manager in Covina. She has over 30 years of experience. She is the go-to person. So let me hand it off to Linda.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It is my honor to meet all of you here today. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope you're all ready for the Christmas. It is my honor to be here with you today, and I want a special thanks to Ruben and the office for giving me the opportunity to introduce Top Escrow and my team. Welcome to Top Escrow. Top Escrow is a licensed independently owned escrow company. And we are a mutual third party that handles the documents and funds in a real estate transaction. We are licensed by DFPI, which means that we are monitored and being audited by the government to ensure your transaction is safe and proper. We are also a member of the California Escrow Association and the Escrow Training Institute. We educate ourselves with the most updated changes and rules to provide you with the most up-to-date information to assist you, with your files to close within guidelines. We are a member of the AREAA, the Asian Real Estate Association of America, and the KREBA, which is the Korean Real Estate Broker Association of Southern California. And I'm pretty sure that you already met and our vice president, who is profession in customer relation. She helps to expose your listings through all the social medias, and also to help connect you to other agents so you can exchange information to help you to sell those listings fast. But most importantly is that we are always here for you. As I believe that escrow plays a very important role in a real estate transaction, and the connection and the communication is the key to a smooth transaction. We believe that effective teamwork begins and ends with communication. For escrow part that we communicate, basically, we're in the center that communicates with the listing agent, the seller, the buyer, and the lenders, and all the other team members. Customer satisfaction is always our #1 goal, and communication is the key to it. Most of the time we communicate through email, text message, phone calls, but sometimes we communicate with social media like WeChat, Line, or WhatsApp, whatever the tools that you want us to communicate with you, and we will go accordingly. And we're here whenever and however you need us. This is what we do at the opening, at the closings. As soon as we open, we send out the welcome letter and the wire instruction. So this way you have and we verify the information with the buyer or the selling agent, because it's always very important to verify that wire instruction before you send out the funds. And then at the close of escrow, we send out confirmation, and we also send a thank you card as a token of our appreciation for trusting us to handle your transaction. And the most importantly is that we fulfill the TC's requirement, because we all know how important that is for you, right? Because that you need to have all those in your office before you can get paid. And we also get the send out the notifications throughout the transactions. We send out the earnest money deposit receipt. We notify you when there is title report, if there's any items that you need to watch out. And we send out loan status, even loan approvals, or the problem with loans, and closing status, such as funding or confirmation. We also send reminders to all of you. Even though some of the items are not required by escrow, but we still send out a reminder for you as a courtesy. For your contingency removal days, a day or two before the contingency removal, we normally send out an email to remind you, hey, that the contingency removal is coming up. Make sure that you send out that contingency removal form for the buyer to sign. We remind you with any missing documents, such like grant deed or the escrow package, and like the HOA approval and all that documents. And we also send you reminders for the items that needs special attention, such as solar transfer. If there's any HOA enhancement fees, sometimes that isn't mentioned in the purchase contract, and not all the HOA has that. Or some city has private water company that require water company water stock exchange. To be exchanged at the close of escrow. And also the city report. Certain city requires reports, such as LA County, they requires a 9(8) report. We send out those reminders for you, so to make sure that we can close escrow in time, and not to be delayed by that. Okay, and then also that the for our services, our services does not start when the escrow opens. Our service can start as early as when you are planning to get that listings. We can help you with the seller's estimate fees. Some seller wants to know how much they can get before they decide to sell the house. Some seller demands that certain amount of the proceed that they need to get. So we can provide you with those estimate fees, so you have an idea of before you present to them, you know how much they're getting back, and if that that helps you to get the listings. We also can help you to order the pre-sale prelims. You want to know things in ahead, because you don't want any surprise to pop up. So we can help you order those with the title company. And so this way, you know exactly what is on that property. Anything you need to clear, judgment, liens, anything that pop up. Or sometimes the seller didn't even know that a chain was not clear. they have like cloud on title, and that requires a probate before they can sell the house. So those are things that good to know. And we also help customize your transaction. So sometimes there are special transactions that requires like customize the transaction to make it work, such as if they're only selling a certain percentage of the property. For example, like if a boyfriend and a girlfriend, they broke up and then they own the house together, one wants to buy off from the others. And that is the time that you can contact us and we can help you to customize it. Or sometimes that the buyer is planning to assume the seller's loan. So for the assumption, is it to be approved by the lender or without the approval by the lender? Those are things, and the amount of the balance, those are the things that we need to know before you talk to your clients. Or maybe if the seller is in default, or maybe a transaction with a foreign seller. I handle a lot of foreign seller transactions. There are tax withholding that we need to be aware of. If the buyer is a California resident, becomes important when they wanted to file, when they wanted to apply for the withholding certificate. So those are the things that we can help you, prior to the, when you're getting your listings. And what kind of service that we handle? We basically handle, I can say all type of escrows. As for real property sales, on the residentials, we have single family residence, condo, PUD, apartment units. And then for the commercial part, we handle like the standard commercial property, such as warehouse, apartment buildings, and then also the commercial condos, such as like an office unit. Shopping center, hotel, motel. And for hotel and motel, sometimes they are only buying the buildings only, or they are buying the business only, or they're buying both. So it can be different on that. Vacant lot and the new construction subdivisions, we can work with the builder on that. And of course, if you have a buyer or seller that is in that area, we can also help. For the personal property sales, personal property sales is a little bit different than the real estate, the real property sales. For bulk sale, we do restaurant, we do hotel and motel, car dealership, gas station, convenience store, liquor store, and other service business, such as like a coffee shop, an auto body shop, a gym with a membership, dental office. Those are all the business transactions that we can help you handle. We have a lot of experience on handling these transactions. And there are other personal property sales too, such as that if you only want to sell your liquor license transfer, a manufactured home, which is a mobile home, or a holding escrow. The mobile home involves DMV, and the holding escrows is it needs to have a legal agreement from the attorney, such as like if you are transferring a member share of LLC to disperse a trust agreement, and then some personal property. So we can handle all that. And what we can do is we will get into more details on this different kind of transaction that we handled in our next meeting, that when and it's our turn next time. And then but if you need anything, or if you have any question regarding any of these transactions, please feel free to contact us, and we can help you with that. Our team member You can see we have beautiful team members here that our staff speak several different languages. We have Korean speaking, Chinese speaking, and then we have Spanish and Tagalog. So we have all different kind of the different language speaking. Like for example, I had to help one of the agent that she was trying to get a listing, but the seller speaks Mandarin. So then I had to help her talk with the seller to get that listing. So things like that we can help. And here are our information, and I want to thank you very much for letting me speak with you today. And please feel free to contact us. Here's our contact information. I have my line and my WeChat on here. So, you know, if you need to add me through these social media, please feel welcome to do so. And I wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. Thank you.
Linda, it seems like that your company has a wide range of escrow services, including a business opportunity. For the hotels, do you deal with their franchises or you know?
We do both. If there is franchise, of course, you need to get franchise approval. So yes, we can handle those.
Okay, I see. That's good. And also you can do the ABC, the license transfer also, right?
Yes, we can
Usually it's
do.
a separate escrow.
Yes, we can do ABC license, you know, like a restaurant with a liquor license. Yes, we can do. Or if they're just selling their liquor license, we can handle that also.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Ruben, you have to unmute yourself.
Oh, there we go. My apologies. And did you want to add anything or are you good?
I'm good. Linda did a wonderful job. She's the brains of the escrow, like I said. So she's the go-to person to anything intricate, any type of deal scenarios that you need to get together. You can always reach out to me and Linda, and she's the best bet to get it figured out.
And you're conveniently located downstairs from our office, right?
Yes, yes.
But Linda seldom comes to the office in Co-Bank of George, right, Linda? You have to unmute, Linda.
Yeah, no, I am in the Covina branch, but you know, I do sometimes stop by the George Realty. So maybe next time I will stop by to visit all of you.
Okay.
All right,
All
Linda.
right. Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Looking forward to it.
Hello. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to our other affiliates for a quick intro. Nicole, you're all Merry Christmas background. Welcome.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to join all of you on your last meeting of the year. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to partner with all of you, and I wish you all a beautiful and blessed and peaceful Christmas and look forward to an exciting 2024. Wonderful news with the rates. Articles that I've been reading, we're hearing that possibly the rates will be dropping, so that's good news for us. Perfect time for you to be reaching out to your clients. Again, we're farming, and I want to help you guys ignite your 2024 with all of the tools that we have available at our fingertips to help you guys be successful. I am working through the holidays. If you need anything, please reach out to me. You can call me, text me, or email me. Again, thank you so much. Nicole and Yvonne, Fidelity National Title, and we wish you a blessed week. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Nicole. Much appreciated. John Wax, good morning.
Good morning, Ruben, Peter. I am also blessed to be a part of this team for so many years. Right now is a great time to reach out to your sphere of influence. Let them know that you're still available to help them with their real estate needs. I am working through the holidays, so don't hesitate to contact me. And on our website at www.snopnhd.com, at the bottom, we do have blogs, and you can use the blog information to send it out to your sphere of influence to let them know, hey, how do I protect my house from wildfires? How do I, what is it all about with the new insurance industry? Things like that. There's all kinds of articles there that can help you with your business and keep people in the know. And I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and prosperous Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in case we don't speak until then. I'll put my information in the chat. And let's have a wonderful end of 2023 and a blast to 2024. Thank you so much.
All right, John, thank you. Speaking of insurances, we have Keaton here with Greyhawk Insurance. Any updates on that?
Yeah, you know, the market's still kind of in an awkward place. Again, my name's Keaton Heimerl with Greyhawk Insurance. What we kind of do is just fix things. We curate solutions that fix problems. So if you're having problems closing escrow, finding coverage that meets lender requirements, just concerns about liability on your end, on recommending those insurance options, you name it. We are just, you know, solution oriented, and we want to do things the right way. And, you know, I know it's the end of the year, business is slow right now, but as you know, we rapidly approach this new year and that market speeds up, you know, keep me in mind. The most common issues I'm seeing right now with realtors this last year was, you know, escrow failing to close due to those insurance reasons, whether it's, you know, a property being located in the high brush area. As John mentioned, you know, there's a large wildfire risk right now, and not a lot of standard markets are willing to write it, or, you know, insurance is just expensive in general, and the loan to income ratio is super high, which causes the loan to collapse. So a little anecdote, you know, I have a real estate buddy up in NorCal who was trying to close escrow on a luxury home earlier this year, and escrow fell through because, you know, neither him nor his client could find affordable insurance. It was just too expensive, so it didn't make sense to follow through. So, you know, after talking to him more, hearing about how the deal went down, what was the situation, I totally had a market that, you know, would have been in his client's ballpark, which would have resulted in escrow closing. So if you're in a tough spot, don't be afraid to give me a call. We can talk through it, see if I'm able to help in any way. And I just want to thank everyone in here and have a wonderful Christmas, guys.
Jason,
Yes.
good morning. How are you? Nice to see you.
Good morning, Mr. Cam. It's good to see you as well.
Okay. I was wondering, do you have any update on the commissioner as far as alleviating the insurance crisis is concerned?
The commissioner himself,
Yeah.
not too
They were
much.
talking about it, right? I mean, in the legislation, the arena, they were talking about how they can resolve the situation in California. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of an urgent matter for them. So I was wondering, did you hear anything from them in terms of that?
Not as far as commissioner goes. I know elections will be coming up soon, and that's going to be a huge time where we'll all be tapping in. Some better news though is Nationwide is actually reinstating in California. State Farm and Farmers are still out, but Nationwide is coming back, I think, January 7th or 8th. I'll have to double check, but that is good news.
Well, that's a good starting point, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, it seems like Keaton, you have two hats. You have a fire hat too, huh? Putting out fires too, right?
It's a big time for that as well. So
All right. Well, Keaton with Greyhawk on another insurance option for all you agents with us. Keaton, go ahead and put your information in the chat box too.
Will do. Thank you, guys.
All right. Now regarding rates, Andrew, good morning. How are you? Welcome back.
Hi, morning, Peter.
Morning.
Morning, everyone. Andrew from Pacific Alliance Bank. Again, first of all, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And I'm here to help. My information in the chat room. And at the time, we heard about news that the Fed decide, you know, has sent a memo indicating that they're going to actually lower the rate at least 3 times by next year. So that's good news for all of us. Looking forward to it. If any question you have regarding landings, either commercial, SBA, construction, even mortgages, I'm here to help. All right, free consultation, no charge. Anyway, I wish you guys the best new year coming ahead of time, and hope you guys have a prosperous 2024. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All right.
Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. Hopefully the rates next year go into the 5s. That's what
No, not okay. I would say probably 6-7 range.
Yeah. Well, I'm
The
sure
worst next year.
I'm shooting
We
for the high
unknown,
fives.
so hope for the best.
I'm shooting for the, I'm shooting for the high fives in Q3, Q4.
We are also looking,
I would say before election, so
we
we'll see,
also,
we'll see how that goes next year, but it'll be next year for sure.
Andrew, also any relief on the commercial loans? You know, the Primus one, arena? What is what's
You know,
your most
actually,
favorite rate for your PAB? Tell us.
For PAB, right now, our rate for commercial loan is still range from prime rate plus, well, I would say 0.5% to 1%, depends on the location, depends on the cash flow of the business. And right now, I mean, the banks require higher standard due to higher rates and deceleration requirements. So therefore, not a whole lot of customers can qualify based on current, rate environment. That's the reason why we're looking forward to next year when Fed decides to lower the rate, and hopefully our business will be improved as well. But again, looking forward to it. It's good news from FRB about lowering the rate next year. And right now the market's tough. I know the agent's tough too, but let's hope for the best. Okay, we're gonna have a better 2024 from now on. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank you,
Andrew, so typically when the rates drop, the requirements, they loosen the noose a little bit, is that right?
Not necessarily. I mean, the rate dropped due to the deceleration requirement. And again, if the rate drops to from 8.5% to 7%, so basically more by each qualify based on the income as well as CCR ratio.
Got
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So it all varies based on the cash flow. Of course, the bank looking at subject cash flow as the first primary source of repayment, besides global. And again, every year we have a more tighter and tighter, cash flow analysis and calculation here and there. But hopefully by next year, everything will be improved.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Andrew. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you to all our affiliates for all your hard work and your support to all our agents throughout the past year. And looking forward to a good 2024. For all you agents with us, you need to get in touch with your affiliates and get a plan going. Speaking of plans, this is the time, I've said it time after time, to get your business plan going. It's very important. It's crucial for any business, and real estate is your business. So it could be simple or it could be elaborate, but don't go into 2024 without a business plan and a plan to execute as well. Because just putting it on paper and not having a plan to execute is not going to work. So you also have to plan out how you're going to do it. Okay. There's not a whole lot of updates for this week. Obviously, we don't have any more training for the rest of the year. So there's no training this Friday and the following Friday as well. We'll reconvene training in the 1st of January. Regarding caravans, they are still out for Arcadia and Pasadena. They are dwindling down, we were getting like 40 homes on Wednesdays, Thursdays. Now they're down to, I think, about 10, 15. Next week, there'll probably be less. So just, but they're still there. So if you have time, I definitely encourage our agents to go and check them out and stuff and know your inventory. Holiday campaigning, you're still not too late. So right now is the time to campaign, emails, texts, just have a plan. Don't wait till the last minute. I like postcards and magazines, but you're probably right about the cutoff time, but there's other ways to market yourself, but it's the time to market yourself. Okay. So don't wait till the last minute, at least do a small campaign if you haven't done so yet. Camila, you have your hand up?
I do. Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather. Let me lower my hand first. I have a question because all the great minds are here, right? And we're still working. So I have a question regarding a client. So I just wanted to see if anybody had any ideas. So if it's not the right time, I could wait till later.
No, you know what? Let's just go ahead.
Okay, so a senior approached me and she said she wants to sell her duplex, But the problem is that the duplex is owned by her niece and her, and the duplex is attached. It is not detached. And so she says, is there any way that I could sell and move closer to my sister? And frankly, I don't think so, unless the niece wants to sell, and the niece does not want to sell. And the other thing is, if she does sell, if somehow somebody else purchases it, her portion of it, it will cause a reassessment, right?
Mhm. Yes.
For-
Well,
Definitely.
Camelia, why doesn't she just sell her portion back to her niece?
Well, because it's a matter of money. Who has that extra money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camilla, you're right. You know, once they sell, their property tax will be reassessed. And also, you have to, in order to sell it to the third party, both of the owners has to agree. You cannot be saying that one sell and the other one. Most likely, the other buyer will not buy into your partnership. You know, so
Okay.
you
So
might
Andrew-
get it because
Andrew may have a solution. Andrew?
You know what, Camelia, actually, this is my suggestion. You can have a niece to the refinance, to the cash out if there's equity that can pay off the end or whatever is the party on the title. We can do that too. Actually, you can talk to the escrow company. They can do it as well.
But
Refinance and cash out. Actually, there's no cash out needed. It's on providing there's enough equity
she would
Yeah.
have to
for
have,
the refinance.
but
and
she
pay it
would
off.
have to be able to pay off that loan though, right?
Yeah, well, okay, like I said, this is what I would do. I mean, it happened to me before. Me and my brother, of course, we have an argument on a property. And so what we did was we ordered appraisal first, see what the current, what current value on appraisal. And also, and then minus what's currently owed to the bank or the lender, all right? And what to depends on the agreement beforehand. If 50-50, then, the niece can do refi cash out to pay up, 50% off to the end, to assume 100%, ownership of the house or the duplex.
yeah, but it depends on how much equity you have in the house.
Exactly, right.
Andrew,
right.
you know, if you
100%.
Yeah.
The house is paid off.
the house is paid
Oh,
off.
it's paid off free and
House
clear?
is- It's
It's
free
free
and
and clear.
yes,
Oh.
there's no debt
yeah.
on it.
All right, come to me, I'll handle it.
So, but will that cause a reassessment, Peter? Do you think? Because now
Yes.
the person is,
Oh, no,
It could only be-
reassessment will not, reassessment will not, but if you have the change of ownership, it will.
But only 50% of the interest
Yes,
should only be 50%.
right.
what,
Well, like I said, you have to do a appraisal report to see how much current value right now on the duplex. And
Uh-huh.
then if there's an agreement to, or any ownership that each owned, if 50-50, then if, let's say, assuming the value is, let's say, $1 million. So
Yes.
automatically the end will assume, $500,000, right?
yes.
Right? This is 50-50 ownership. So, and then you can do a refinance for $500,000, refi cash out and pay the end directly at escrow. And then the person will own 100% of the duplex.
Okay, got it. Then she could rent it
Yeah,
out and she could
right,
get her
but-
money. Okay,
Okay, okay. All right, give me a call.
thank
I can
you.
help.
Okay,
Right, Peter?
All right, well, I hope that helped, Camelia. All right, well, that's the.
Very easy process, very easy.
Yeah, so thank you for all you guys' help. Let's move on. I'm gonna hand it over to Doug Meyer, our manager in Arcadia.
Hi, good morning, everybody, and happy holidays. A couple things that Ruben mentioned, business planning, really, really important. It could be real simple, okay? I would be willing to sit down with any agent who has 5-10 minutes and just go over a real simple plan. I can do it over the phone too. So don't hesitate to call me or call Ruben. We're here to help you. Also, marketing. If you think it's too late to send out Christmas cards or whatever, New Year's, guess what? New Year's lasts the whole month of January. I have some postcards I'm sending out to my sphere of influence people. It's a New Year's postcard, and Ruben has access to those. Anytime you want to send those out, make start calling your spirit friends throughout January and just wish them a happy new year and find out what they're up to, you know, talk some personal stuff, whatever. Depends how well you know them. And even mention something about the real estate market to remind them that you're in the business. You know, it's really, really important that you reach out to people, because I had 2 calls over the weekend from people I didn't even have on my list anymore, and they're asking me questions about real estate. So, you know, it's really important to stay in touch. Okay, a couple of listings we have here. First of all, Shirley Guerrera has 3 listings in Almani, all residential leases. Dorothy Lee, who's here on our meeting with us today, she has 3 listings. They're all land listings. Adelanto land, 1,280,000. Something in Hinkley, 398. In Adelanto, 159.8. These are all land sales, all 4%. I don't know what 4% is for 1,280,000, but it's a lot of money. So if you want to talk to Dorothy about her properties, if you have somebody might be interested. Lung Chin has a residential lease in Monrovia, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 2650. And just over the weekend, Liz Webb came in with a listing on a potential sale, 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo, Roland Heights, 470. Buy a property in Roland Heights for 470. Talk to Liz Webb on that one. Some of our recent sales, Shirley Guerrera had a lease in Almani, 3,300. Alma Aguilar sold a mobile home for 75,000. That's a good market for a lot of you. Once you get into mobile home park, guess what? You become the person that anybody else comes to that wants to, and you know, they're 100, 150,000, but you know, you're getting 3% or whatever. So, I mean, and you sell 2 or 3 a month, not bad. Not bad supplement to all your other big sales. Sharon Chow, wow, she's on fire. Sharon Chow had a buyer in Chino, 785. And Sharon Chow had another buyer in Walnut, a brand new home, 1,792,000. And this person is paying a hefty commission. I forget what it is, but it's over 2%, the builder. So there are builders that are willing to pay more than a few $1,000s. And also Buddy Batista got a referral out of Texas, 288. And that's it here in Arcadia. I want to wish everybody a very, very happy holiday. And let's all have a great 2024. Okay, let's do it, guys. We can do it.
Very good.
Thank you.
Doug. Thank you.
All right, Doug. Thank you. All right, now on to Alhambra business. Before I talk about these listings, James and Pacific Plaza's development over in Monterey Park, the condos, you guys are all familiar with it. We did an open house on it. Well, they just hit the market. So they're on the MLS now. So if you have any buyers that are interested, check them out on the MLS. That being said, Nina Shu has 10 of those condos. I think it's 10 of, I think roughly 29 condos that are ready to be sold that are on the MLS. Okay, so congratulations to Nina. And also Krishna, she has a residential listing in Walnut at 850,000. Congratulations, Krish. Good job. And then we have some new escrows. Richard Wang, one of our commercial agents, has a residential escrow in Ontario. Actually, he is the listing agent and the selling agent. So congratulations to you, Richard. Oh, actually, no, he's just a listing agent. He's just a listing agent, right?
Mhm.
And then there's a lease for Cecilia in Alhambra at about 25,000. And then also Sunshine Galvan has her listing in escrow now in Los Angeles for $1 million. Congratulations to all those agents. Great job. Now I'd like to hand it over to Peter for his weekly update. Peter?
Okay. Thank you, Ruben. Good morning, Cole, Banker, George. Hope you had a nice weekend. You know, I want to thank all the people who came to our Christmas party on Friday. It was a great party. Good food, good company, and a lot of door prizes. So I thank you for those who came to our party. For those who didn't come, well, you missed a good one. So maybe next year, okay? But unfortunately, a couple of the agents came came down with some flu or something under the weather. And so I want to remind you that during this winter season, the flu and the COVID and the RSV are very prevalent, and you be very careful and get enough protection by having the flu shot and the COVID shots. So keep yourself healthy, and so we're looking forward to a good 2024. Okay, so with that, I would like to share the screen and share with you. Oh, Ruben, can you let me share the screen?
You're good to go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, there we go. I want to share with you about the referrals, how we do the referrals and what the situation is, we can do the referral. Because being a real estate broker, a lot of times you are in the situation whether you're being referred to another agent, or another agent refer business to you, or when you want to give some referral fee for some friends that refer the business to you. And it is a very regulated business in the referral fees, because it's governed under the federal law and the state law, and also with the Department of Real Estate. So you have to be careful. If you get into some violation, it might affect your business, as well as you got penalties. So let's talk about it. The referral fees. Now, as I said, the referral fees are governed by federal and state laws. Under the federal law is under the RESPA, which means Real Estate Settlement Procedure Act. And the purpose of this RESPA is to protect the consumers it has to be transparent, and it provides a kickback and requires some disclosure procedures in order to be legitimate. So this federal laws is very prevalent in the loan arena. All the federal owned and bank mortgages are under this RESPA laws. And also the state laws will be, the referral fees will be governed under the California Business and Professional Codes, as well as the Department of the Real Estate, the DRE. As I told you, that the federal owned or backed mortgages are governed by the RESPA. And there's a lot of loans under these categories, like the Fannie Mae, the Fannie Mac, U.S. Department of Agriculture, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, USDA Direct, USDA Guarantee. So all these loans are federal owned or federally backed mortgages. So they are automatically under the umbrella of the RESPA. And the RESPA is pretty detailed, and you have to abide by this disclosure, specific disclosure procedures in order to be in compliance. So the type of loans that are exempt, though as I said, the RESPA is it only applies to the residential loans, and it does not apply to commercial loans. So naturally, the apartments building with 5 or more units, which will get over the 4-unit requirement for residential. If the apartments are 5 units or more, it will not be under the RESPA. And also commercial buildings, agricultural properties like the farmlands, or commercial business loans like SBA loans or regular commercial loans, and all loans on a vacant land, or all cash transactions. So if you pay all cash, if you don't apply for any loans, then that transaction is not under RESPA. So this is a big thing, you know. So in other words, if you apply for loans and it's under the federally backed or federally owned mortgages, it will be under RESPA. But if you pick all cash, you know, you get out of the RESPA governance. So something to think about if you are really not quite like the RESPA rules. And also the seller carry back financing. In other words, if the seller carry back the lending or the financing after the selling of the property, then that loan is not under RESPA. And also the affiliate business arrangement where you lend money to other business under the separate loan agreements, it will not be under the RESPA rules. And of course, the normal promotional or educational activities like your financing a little activity, giving some token of appreciations for holding the event, then it's not under the RESPA. So it really depends on the situation, you know, whether or not the RESPA applies. So, for example, if you started out with all cash transaction, then it's not under RESPA. But as soon as you decide to apply for federally backed or federally owned loans, then it certainly is under RESPA. So once you are under RESPA, you cannot freely do the referrals, because it's prohibited. You know, if you're under those loans, you cannot give referral fees to the loan officers or the people who refer the loans to you. So you have to understand what your situation is and whether or not the RESPA applies. So it's a kind of tricky business there. So if you have any doubt about whether the RESPA applies or not, you can go to Ruben or Doug or me, and then we can analyze the situation for you, so that you won't be in violation of the RESPA. Now, because in violation of RESPA is a hefty penalty, you know, that they can fine you for 10,000 or more per violations. Sometimes in one single transaction, they can have multiple violations, and then the penalty can end up, or you can be in prison up to 1 year in jail. You know, so it's not a fun thing to do. And also, if they have the third party can sue you in a civil lawsuit to recover the amount equal to 3 times the amount pay and plus the attorney fee. So it can be tremendous, you know, if in case it violate this kind of RESPA rules. And the state laws on the referral fees, those are mostly applied to title company, escrow agents, control escrow companies. Control escrow company, that means you have an escrow affiliate in the company, and then you have a certain control on an escrow company. You don't need to have full ownership of the escrow company. So as long as it is controlled escrow company, it's under the state laws. Also, the pest control firms like the termite company and also the home protection company. There are certain exemptions under the state laws. The first one is the bona fide payment of goods and services renters. For example, if you are in the business of title business, you know, anything that is incidental to issuing the title, it will be considered as payment of goods and services render. So it will not be under the state laws. Secondly, if you have a moderate expense of the food, the meal, or beverages provided in the course of business or for the education, you can do that as well, except the title insurance company, because the title insurance company for some reason is even more restricted than the other sectors of the service companies. So the title company absolutely not even any food or meal. That's why Lunch and Learn, most of the vendors can provide food and drinks for the educational sessions that we hold, but the title insurance company cannot. So once you have title insurance speaker to our seminar, we cannot have those the Lunch and Learn. George Roti has to provide that. So that's why. Okay. And also, thirdly, the other promotional items in giving out giving out to the real estate company, for example, the calendars, the pens, and things like that. Those are exemptions. This state law particularly doesn't apply to only one, and the 4 units, not just the residential. It applies to all, including all the commercial transactions as well. If you have a violation of state law, you can have penalty under the California Business and Professional Code, Section 10177.4. Those penalties can be pretty high too. So just look at it, and depends on what kind of violations it is, and it can be substantial. And also, last of all, it can be disciplined by DRE, and that is things that you really want to avoid, because once you're disciplined by DRE, either your license will be suspended, or you'll be restricted, or they have to hefty fines for it. So in other words, if you get disciplined by DRE, you may not even be able to practice real estate. So that is very heavy penalties. And also all the referral fees, this is a must. All the referral fees must be properly disclosed to all parties involved, including your lenders, including the buyers and sellers, and all the agents. So it has to be properly disclosed. Now, under the DRE, if you want to give referral fee to unlicensed people, that means that people who don't have a business license, it is permitted as long as the 3 requirements are complied. First of all, the person will not perform any duties other than introduction of the client. In other words, you can just say, that person can only say that, hey, John Doe, I refer John Doe to you, and after that, everything that you deal with John Doe, you do it directly with them. I don't get involved. I don't have any say to that. So then also, that person will not perform any duty other than that to the instructor and to the just introduction of the client. Okay, and in other words, he cannot help you perform your duty as an agent. Okay, and also it must be an isolated incident. So it can be just one referral in a while, and it cannot be every day or every month or regularly. So in other words, he cannot refer your business in a regular basis. It can be just in a very sporadic incidents, maybe once in 3 months, once in 6 months, or maybe even 1 year. And also, that person cannot promote or solicit business for the real estate broker. In other words, he cannot work for you in any of the tasks that is supposed to be done by a real estate broker. Okay. Now, how about if you give a small token of appreciation to the person who referred the business after the transaction? Yeah, of course. You after you get your commission, you can say, oh yeah, I would like to give this a small token of appreciation to my client or to the client's friends. That's fine as long as the token is small and it's not mandated under the purchase agreement. It cannot be saying, it cannot be mandated in the purchase agreement in the first place, okay? So that is something completely discretionary. And it has to be small. It cannot be like, oh, the $10,000. I mean, $100,000. $10,000 may be okay, okay? But $100,000, definitely not, okay? And also, how about the listing agent can give commission rebate to seller or buyer? Yeah, no problem. Actually, it's not forbidden, and actually it's favor, because that's a good you know, PR gesture. So anyways, or it's you know, it's a reduction of the commissions that you get from the buyer or seller. So that is okay. How about specific referral to the title company? For title company, as I said, it's very strictly enforced, and it's not allowed under the California law. And even the material, the educational material, it cannot be more than $10. Okay, for the escrow company, it's not allowed under the California law. Also, seller of 1 to 4 units cannot dictate a certain escrow holder for the transaction, but you can negotiate for the escrow officers or escrow holders. And for developer, for the single residents, cannot dictate the use of escrow if he own more than 5% of the interest in that property. And how about pest control company? The agents may not demand or accept referral fees from pest control company. However, you can negotiate the use of the pest control. The same thing with the home inspection company. You cannot demand or to have a certain home inspection company, but you can certainly negotiate with the mutual consent of the parties. And how about the mortgage lender and broker? Definitely no. If the transaction falls under the RESPA, meaning, remember that I told you that all the federal owned or federal backed loan is fall under the RESPA, and if that's the case, you cannot get the referral fee from the lender or the brokers. But otherwise, you know, you can have a bona fide. But if it's a bona fide payment for services actually performed, you can do that. And lastly, for attorney, you cannot give attorneys referral fees either. However, if the transaction, if the attorneys, you know, help you with the was during the transaction, if the attorney help you in his own line of business, you know, give you legal advice and things like that, and then certainly the attorney can get the fees. Then you know, as regular line of business. However, if the attorney has a broker's license, well, a lot of attorneys have the broker's license, they can act as a real estate broker instead of doing it as attorney. So if he acts or to help you as a real estate attorney, real estate broker, then he's entitled to share the commissions, just like any other real estate broker. So that's the distinction. So in other words, attorney, if they don't have a real estate license, they can only charge you for legal fees. But if they have the real estate license, they can accept commission as a service, as a payment for services. Okay. So with that, I think that's all I have to share as far as the referral fees are concerned. So is there any questions I can answer? Please do ask. Anything
I have
you
a
want
question,
to?
Peter.
Yeah,
This is-
Camelia.
Basically, after we close escrow, we always get emails, well, at least I do. I always get emails from alarm companies offering a cash amount to me for referring them. And I always thought that was against the rules, but I don't see alarm companies under the RESPA rules.
It's not under the RESPA rules, but it's under the state laws.
So is it
No,
illegal?
at the RESPA only is, remember RESPA is the federal law and it only applies for federal loans and bank loans and own loans. But
Okay.
under the state law, certain providers like the ESCO, like the termite, or ESCO company or the title company, they are all subject to the state laws, and they cannot dictate or accept payment of the referral fees, but they can negotiate, the your for your buyers to select them as a provider.
But okay, this is after the transaction closes, Peter.
Yeah,
Can
then it's fine. Then they give you a small token of appreciation. That's fine. As I told you,
125 is small.
what's that? What?
125 is a small token?
Oh yeah, 120.
Okay.
Anything
Okay.
under 1,000, I would think is small.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. Anything else?
No?
Okay, good. Well, you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and
Same.
we'll see you.
Bye,
after
folks.
the
Happy New Year, happy holidays.
Thanks, Peter.
Be
Thank you,
safe.
guys.
Bye, happy
Happy New Year
holidays.
to you all.
Thank you
Okay.
all.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, guys.
Don't eat too
Merry
much.
Christmas.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Bye.